I've always been an athlete. I grew up with 3 younger brothers playing basketball in the street and roller hockey on the driveway. Before I could walk, I would crawl around pushing a soccer ball in front of me. At the age of 5, my mom signed me up for a youth soccer league. I soon decided, impressionable as I was, I wanted to be a pro soccer player. By 7th grade, I decided to take things one step at a time. I made the decision to join a club soccer team. My weekends became dedicated to playing games all over Southern California. In high school, I played goalkeeper full-time for both my school and club teams. I belonged in the net more than I belonged anywhere else. I was the quarterback. I saw the big picture and directed based on what unfolded on the field in front of me. I was the hero and the zero. I lived for the moments of pure adrenaline when the game was on the line and it was down to me to come up big. Sometimes I made the save and sometimes I didn't. But regardless of the result, I always took away something that I could apply to the rest of my life. How to let things go, how to win gracefully, and how to keep my head up after a loss. When the question of whether or not I would play in college came up, there was no moment of hesitation. I loved the game. Choosing a school was not as simple. I finally settled on Williams, passing up less prestigious schools that had been recruiting me in favor of walking on and receiving an incomparable education. I knew walking on would be tough. I would have to dazzle the Williams coach if I wanted to make the team. So all summer, I kicked my own butt into shape. In the end, I fell short. I didn't make it. I still remember walking back to my dorm with another girl who had been cut after hearing the news. She was sobbing. I was stony-faced. It wasn't until a few hours later that I was able to process, and then I was the one whose face was wet with the tracks left by derailed dreams. I no longer belonged on the soccer field, the one place I had previously felt 100% at home, no matter where in the world I was. It felt like a chunk had been scooped out of my heart, a void left by the fact that I had been deemed not good enough to pursue my passion. Isolation and self-doubt came to define the beginning of my college experience. But like getting scored on as a keeper, even though it hurt, the game went on. I knew from my experience on the pitch that there was only one thing I could do: get ready for the next play. So I took a deep breath and dove back into the fray, deciding to join a new sport, thinking it would be the patch I needed to repair the gaping hole in my life. At first it was rough. Crew could not replace soccer. However, over time, I realized that it didn't need to. Once I came to this realization, I was able to appreciate what an exceptional thing I had stumbled into. Williams Women's Crew is the most incredible squad I've ever been a part of. It's a place where I've earned my teammates' respect through my hard work, and where I've met my best friends and experienced some of my most powerful moments of the past 2 years. With the support of my new team, I've started to reconstruct my self-assurance, and this summer, Girls Leap has continued to help me rebuild. As a team leader at Girls Leap, I have learned to assert myself when leading in the classroom and to step up and make quick decisions and adjustments. Seeing girls respond positively to my leadership efforts has been a rewarding and confidence-boosting experience that has helped to affirm for me that I am good enough to belong and that I ought to be secure in all of the great things I have to offer the world. Last night, I took that thought, along with my goalkeeper gloves, out to the soccer league I joined this summer. For the first time in 2 years, I stood nervously in front of the net, shoulders tense, mind racing. I reacted instinctively to the first shot of the half, stretching into a dive to knock the ball out of the lower left corner of the net. "You just set the bar pretty high," one of my teammates teased. As challenge after challenge came, the tension in my body melted away to be replaced by euphoria. I knew how to do this. This was where I belonged.